Is Bitcoin about to dump all over the crypto landscape? Wow, what a big day today in crypto. So many different articles that are out there, been happening over the weekend. Monday, they're exploding in our face. Guys, we don't even know what's happening in crypto. It could be a slaughter fest or it could be heaven. What do you think it actually is? Well, let's start off with my name. My name is Troy, and welcome to OG Crypto and NFTs. Every day we go over the latest news in digital assets and in non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Today it won't be so much NFTs, it will be just solid cryptocurrency news. Let's jump into it. Before we do though, let's hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. Helps the algorithm. Let's get this channel up and going. I'm gonna give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in crypto on a daily basis. Not the fluff, I'm going right to the heavy stories. Let's get right to it. Mt. GOX. Mt. GOX formed in 2010. They were one of the only exchanges at the time. And then what happened? In 2014, they filed for bankruptcy and poof, 200,000 Bitcoin disappeared. At the time, Bitcoin was right around $800. A lot of people lost money in the early days, but it looks like now that's going to be returned. 200,000 turned into 137,890 Bitcoin repayments. Now, some people can just simply take possession of the Bitcoin. Other people can redeem other cryptos. There's a lot going on here. Either way, this month, it looks like the month in which this amount of Bitcoin could potentially hit the market. Now, in reality, some people will sell, some people need the money. I got to think that at least 25% sell. If 25% sells, we're seeing a plunge in Bitcoin and in the entire market. I'm surprised Bitcoin's even at what it's at right now. It went down 5% over the weekend. Guys, this can be potentially huge. Now, I know that a lot of you out there that are Bitcoin maxis, you're all saying, well, it's not going to really hurt the market. Guys, this has been one of the catastrophes that hurts crypto. It was Mt. GOX. I think Tether's going to be there, and Binance. Those three are going to take crypto down. And then you're going to hear the narrative from the SEC and parts of our government, again, crushing crypto down to a pulp, where then the banking system, banking giants, Blackstone, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley will come in and scoop it up so they can be the big financial institutions of the future, because they know they're losing footholding here today in crypto when they see that everything's going to turn. Next article, BNB token plunges as Binance Paxos shutter BSUSD stablecoin product. Let's go over this, guys. There's been a concerted effort to go and attack CZ and Binance. Now, do they have, is it all quantified? Nah, I'm not 100% sure. I know there's a lot of FUD out there. CZ keeps saying he has plenty of money. Well, one thing that didn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people was Paxos. And Paxos was the issuer of the BUSD, which was Binance's stablecoin. There were like $30 billion worth of this stablecoin kind of hanging around. And they thought, well, they're just producing it. And with that being said, Circle, which produces USDC, they told, quote unquote, told on Paxos, saying that the money wasn't there. Well, now people, as the SEC now has gone after Paxos, and Paxos has halted the BNB token, everyone now is a little scared, like saying, well, is there a dollar-to-dollar backing of this stablecoin? And so now everyone's getting out of BUSD, excuse me. And that is now we're hearing a little bit of the kink in the armor in Binance, saying it's putting a little pressure on them. Now, if they really do have the reserves and everything's fine, that's great. Binance, they're saying, let's take it on. But a few things have happened over the last 4 or 5 days that have really hurt what's going to happen here with Binance. Next is Voyager denies SEC's claim that the VGX token is a security as Binance US decision looms. Well, here comes the SEC, and let me back it up. Voyager was up for auction. Who's going to buy Voyager assets? Well, companies bid on them. Binance won the bid right around $1 billion. Then all of a sudden the SEC steps in and says, nope, not approving this transfer. What's happened is that Voyager's own token that they made out of thin air right in front of the SEC, right? They're saying, well, it's a security. And now Voyager's like pissed off, like, are you kidding me? It's a security? What, you had all this time to make a decision, and now when we're trying to help out the depositors, the little guys like me and you, the SEC comes in and blocks it. Then the SEC turns around. And not that they are official, but they said that Binance US is selling unsecured, unregistered securities. They wouldn't, so CZ comes back at him and says, we're not selling anything, number one. Number two, SEC, you don't even have the right to say what's a security or not. Only the government, only the Senate, the House of Representatives, and Congress have that right to make those rules. You're stepping out of bounds. And of course, just like with CZ and the rest of the industry, they're all looking at the Ripple SEC case. And that actually took a big turn last week as well. Again, another notch in Ripple's belt because the SEC is getting beaten every which way. But I think Gary is out here trying to get as much money for himself before he gets ousted and make him look better, and get as much money for the SEC so he can pound his chest, because I think he knows he's going to lose the Ripple case. And as of the Supreme Court last week coming out with fair notice that the government has to give companies they're going after, they're suing, fair notice. Well, we obviously know they didn't give fair notice to Ripple, and so Ripple added that into the lawsuit last week. This is all going back to the craziness that the blue team put this guy in charge and now are backing him. It's ridiculous. So Gary, I think your days are numbered. You know it. You're just going to go sue anyone you can as fast as you can. And like I said before, Kraken, you should have pulled up your skirt and grabbed your beep and fought them, because when it's all said and done, Gary Gensler won't even be there in 2 years, right? He won't even be part of the SEC, right? You'll have a more crypto-friendly, we're hoping a more crypto-friendly commissioner, and he will just axe all this out. And if you were smart, and I get that some of this was a staking protocol, but if you're smart, the unregistered securities that you say could also be axed out this month with the Ripple SEC decision, a positive decision for Ripple. All right, what is next? All right, here's what could happen to next. Here's what could next happen to crypto-friendly bank Silvergate Capital. Well, their bank here in San Diego, we reported last week that they were unable to file taxes because they don't even know what, when, where, how, where all the money's at, what's been borrowed. You know, they've been accused of laundering money. It's becoming a nightmare. It's one of the largest crypto banks in the world, actually. And with that being said, a lot of money went through Binance here. Binance used to use another bank, and that bank kind of shut Binance down. So a lot of these other crypto companies are going right through Silvergate. But Silvergate is just teetering on bankruptcy. I think Silvergate's going down. That's one solution. Another solution is that the FDIC, which it is FDIC, sure, comes in, but then it leaves that question. Is it insuring crypto, or is it insuring cash? And I think we haven't even got to that point yet. I know a lot of you out there, oh, they'll insure anything. They won't. They won't. It's the government. The less money they have to give out, the better. So I think that there's a possibility that Silvergate goes into receivership of the FDIC, and then that could take a long time, where all the monies are owed, what monies are due. You know, I think that immediately the FDIC is going to go after what monies were actually borrowed. And it looks like Michael Saylor and his crew out there might have taken loans out of Silvergate, and they might want to make those due. So there's a witching hour, Mr. Saylor, for you. If the FDIC comes in and wants that money fairly immediately, and or Mt. Gox really hits hard the industry, sir, you, Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, who thinks everything else is security, can get slapped down. it can be very ugly. So, well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. These are just huge things that are happening. I think there's nothing here positive in this industry at the moment. The only thing that can be positive is a Ripple SEC case and a win for Ripple. Other than that, you're getting Bitcoin's going to be dumped on the market this month. You're going to see the BNB coin is getting destroyed out there, and Binance is being attacked, and Silvergate looks like it's going to receivership. And you're saying that the market's going to hold up. I would hold on, because some of you are going to need golden parachutes to get out of the trouble you're going to get into. You guys take care. I will see you tomorrow.